Hello beautiful people and welcome back to this beautiful channel. Today we have something very interesting to talk about. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you for sticking around as always and giving me that support. And if you're new to the channel, consider subscribing. We talk sexual health, reproductive health, wellness topics and all the general health topics that might interest you. Consider subscribing and joining the family. Today we have something very important to talk about, simply because it causes a lot of problem for us as women. And I can't talk about sexually transmitted infection in men without talking about that in women. We're going to talking about the early signs and symptoms, the core signs and symptoms that you need to look out for as a lady. When you see these things, just know that you need to rush to the doctor. Of course, to prevent complication, because the complications that come with STI sometimes is mind-blowing, especially infertility. Without talking too much, let's get right into the video. The first thing I'm going to be talking about is discharge. Discharge from the vagina. When it comes to discharge, so many people are very confused about this because ladies have discharge every month. It could be a menstrual discharge, ovulation discharge, early pregnancy discharge. The way God has fashioned the body, something is happening every week to the reproductive system of a woman. So some people are quite often confused with all these discharges. Now, when you have that discharge that is very smelly, oftentimes sexually transmitted infection discharges have colors, different colors, and they are smelly. So when you have that discharge and it has a foul smell, you need to go to the doctor. They need to swab you and get everything sorted. You know why? Sometimes a woman must have gotten human papilloma virus from a man who is a carrier and doesn't feel the need, with all these little symptoms I'm going to talking about today, to see the doctor. And then in years to come, you begin to do what? Battle cervical cancer. That is why every abnormality in your body discharge, every abnormality you find, let it be that you've been to the doctor and the doctor have said, there's nothing wrong with you. But you need to do what? Head on to the doctor for that to be sorted. Now, the second point is going to be itching. Itching. Embarrassing itching. You're itching all over, you're in public, you're itching. Please, guys, to the doctor. It's some sort of sexually transmitted infection, which is treatable. Always go to the doctor. Don't self-medicate for things like this. Now, another thing is during sexual intercourse, you have pain. Pain is like you're frightened when your partner says, I need to have sex, because you know the pain that comes with it. Don't lie to yourself. Tell your partner the truth that you are uncomfortable. You are having pain, terrible pain. And you need to go to the doctor to do what? Get some samples taken from you and you being properly evaluated and treated. But remember, if you haven't seen that video, if you're treating STI, be it a man or a woman, other partner must be involved, so long as you're sexually active, except you are into casual sex and you don't give a damn who the person is. Anyway, it's your choice, but whatever comes from it in the future, I'm sure you should be ready to bear the consequences. But if you have a particular partner you're dealing with and you're having these symptoms, communication is key, we know. Speak it out, discuss with your partner, you guys go and get tested and get it treated, and that's it. Let's not deviate. The next point I'm going to be talking about is bleeding from the vagina. You see, when it comes to the woman's body, our body is so complicated. Before a man will start bleeding from sexually transmitted infection, he must have eaten up so many things. But because of how sensitive, the sensitive structures that we carry in our body, it's quite easy for these infections to spread quite quickly. If you're having an abnormal bleeding, let me give you a story. There's somebody I know who was having a period. The fifth day came, period was supposed to slow down. It kept coming. And the frustration began. Shockingly, when they took a sample and tested her, it was shocking to find that there were some microorganisms that were sexually related that were found. And the moment she started treatment with all the hormones too they were playing, she didn't just take STI tablets. There were other things that came into the picture. She became fine. If any abnormal bleeding, please go to your GP. Go to your doctor. Yes, it could be hormonal imbalance. Yeah. It could be fibroid. Yeah. It could be so many things. And it also could be sexually transmitted infection. So go to the doctor and get sorted to avoid complications in the future. So the next point is sores, blisters, rashes, the vagina, the pubic region, and your mouth. You will wonder why I mentioned the mouth. Yes, if you're involved in oral sex and your partner is having sexually transmitted infection, you are going to contract it from them, and it might result to sores. Remember, I think there was a video I did. I'll try to link it up where I told you that if things, okay, I remember now, that video was about things you need to do before you indulge in oral sex. If you want to do it, you need to make sure that your partner is free, because if they have some sort of STI, there are some viruses that gets into your body through the mouth that will cause you some sort of cancers in your throat in the future. That's why the mouth comes in. If you have sores and all of those things in your mouth, your vagina, your pubic area, blisters, please go to the doctor. It's not a joke, to avoid matters that touches the heart. Next thing is going to be about having to have more frequent toilet trips to the bathroom. You want to pee all the time, you want to pee all the time. It could be urinary tract infection, but sometimes STI can actually give you that. And finally, burning sensation with either urinating or bowel movement. It's either when you're urinating or you're passing poo, you are feeling burning sensation. Normally, when you have urinary tract infection, you might not feel the burning sensation when you're pooing. But when you have sexually transmitted infection, you feel burning sensation when you're peeing and when you're pooing. Pay attention to all of this. This is where we're ending this video, guys. I hope I've made an impact. I hope you found value in it. Consider subscribing if you have not and join the family. Engage me in the comment section, ask your questions, give me video ideas, the things that bother you. You can send me email if you don't want to go into the comment section. I've got an email. Go to my channel, click on the channel description. The email is there. Send me an email. It's private and confidential, and I will anonymously deal with that in a video. I'll see you in my next video. Bye bye.